In 1960, Kenya's economy was the size of a small village, $100 per person. By 2024, it had ballooned to nearly $2,100. Nigeria? It started at $93 and grew to over $1,000, but the paths weren't identical. One climbed steadily, the other zigzagged like a market stall in a hurricane. Kenya clings to the coast like a lifeline. Nigeria sprawls across a continent's worth of land, 10 times bigger in area but not always in outcomes. Geography doesn't dictate destiny, but it sets the stage for how economies play out.
Kenya's inflation stayed under control, like a chef keeping prices steady. Nigeria? It spiked like a Jenga tower about to collapse. One country kept its economy in check, the other let it spiral.
The latest snapshot for population total gives us a direct side-by-side read. This is not the whole movie, but it tells us where the countries stand at the most recent observation. The rest of the video explains how they arrived there.
This chart compares the same indicator, population total, across Kenya and Nigeria. At the latest point, Nigeria is higher and Kenya is lower, but the line shape matters as much as the endpoint. A crossing line would mean a different story than a gap that never closes.
For GDP, current US dollars, Kenya and Nigeria do not move as one block. The latest available reading puts Nigeria ahead at $252.3 billion, while Kenya sits at $120.3 billion. The useful part is whether the gap widens slowly or opens suddenly.
This chart compares the same indicator, urban population of total population, across Kenya and Nigeria. At the latest point, Nigeria is higher and Kenya is lower, but the line shape matters as much as the endpoint.
To close the comparison, this chart switches from size to movement for inflation, consumer prices, annual percent. Relative change helps a smaller starting point compete fairly with a larger one. That is often where the most revealing country contrast appears.